What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. I have an album spotlight for you guys today. I have an album that I'm excited to share with you. It is an album that I became enthralled with over the last several days, I guess you could say. I want to say thank you to Carlos and the people at Gore Productions for giving me the opportunity to spotlight this album for you guys. I hope some of you enjoy this as much as I have. So what I'm going to show you guys today is a 2018 release. This was released on March 30th of this year, and this is from a four-piece outfit, I guess brutal death metal outfit out of British Columbia in Canada. The name of the band is Cryptic Enslavement, and the name of this album is Perverse Hallucinatory Descent. First things first, this is a very mature album, especially to be a debut full-length. They had a 2014 EP that they released entitled Ascension of Abhorrence, but I was a bit blown away and taken aback to find out that this was their actual first full-length. It is a very mature release. I don't want to get into a semantics argument or a genre-specific argument with this. There are some that will label this as a slam album, and then there's others that will argue the fact that this is just a straightforward brutal death metal album. There are elements of both. There are, I would say, the first 3 tracks on this are straightforward brutal death metal, and starting at track 4, you have some intravenous and seamless transitions into track 4 is the epitome, I would say, of a slam song. The name of that song is Knuckle Ground, for those of you that might want to look that up. Especially if you're into slam, I think you will thoroughly enjoy that track because it was one of my favorite tracks on this release. I will say that Jackson Hargrove's vocals, they lean towards a slam style of vocals on this release. Musically, it leans more towards a straightforward brutal death metal for the majority of the album. But as I said, they seamlessly transition themselves intravenous, which is, I guess, a fitting word because one of my favorite tracks on this release was track 8, entitled Intravenous Fate, is the closing track on this album. Fantastic stuff. I will say my favorite track was track 2, Demented Deception. Some people may argue that track gets a bit repetitive. I just knocked the mess out of my camera there. Some people may argue that track gets a bit repetitive. For me, it works. The transitions, it has some very crisp and clean transitions between the chugs into the vocal attack, vocal delivery. I have to commend Jackson on his vocals on this. He hits every range between the gutturals and the shrieks, and it works. That's the only way I can know how to describe this, is just to say that it works. I strongly urge you guys to give this a listen. I don't spend just a ton of time on these album spotlights. I am no reviewer. I am no critic. I just consider myself a metal enthusiast. So I don't want to get pigeonholed into saying that I'm a reviewer, because I am not. And I know my reviews are a bit lacking. That's why I just do spotlights. I kind of pinpoint some of my favorite parts of the album, some highlights for me of the album. Give you guys the opportunity to go check it out for yourselves, and hopefully you will like it as much as I have. I don't like to put grades on albums or give them, scores out of 1 out of 10. If I were to do that, this would be a high 8.5 out of 10. Definitely could see this ending up on my 2018 end of the year list. It is probably one of, if not the best brutal death metal album release that I've heard this year. I am super thankful to Gore for giving me the opportunity to listen to this. I'm going to link up the Bandcamp for Cryptic Enslavement in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself. I will also link up the Reanimate merch store from Gore so you can pick up a copy for yourself if you like this. Definitely check it out. I highly recommend this. If you're into slam or just straightforward brutal death metal, I think you will enjoy this release. There's riffs for days on this. The chugs are amazing. The vocals are amazing. There's nothing else I could say about this except for check it out on your own. I hope you do. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this. I'm sorry that my review abilities suck. I'm more of a collector. I'm more of an enthusiast, but I highly recommend you check this out. So, till the next video, I hope you guys stay classy, stay metal, all that good stuff, and I will see you all very soon.